There is an extremely high probability that ChatGPT could be a better coder than the average programmer in the next 5 to 10 years. And I've seen this a lot on the internet lately, and if you know anything about like AI and programming, you've probably seen this topic of if AI will replace all the programmers in the world. And it's like a really interesting question, so I'll delve deeper into this video and explain my thoughts on this topic. So, will AI replace programmers? The answer is like a yes and no kind of answer. AI is just a mathematical code that aims to see patterns and do what it's told. So ChatGPT has been programmed to answer your questions and answer specifically what type of question it is, whether it be code or a general question. It has been programmed to answer those questions and teach itself how to answer more and more questions without the use of a developer. For example, now you can like ask it, what is wrong with my code? And it would give you the answer because it was programmed to do so. And like just in like the past 5 months, ChatGPT has gotten so much better. Like if anyone was an OG of AI here, of early times of ChatGPT, you would understand how much better it has gotten in coding, especially programming with its new coding software where it's literally meant to read your code. So again, back to the answer. So I would say yes and no to it replacing programmers. Let me explain. I say yes for the sole reason that it is already coding really, really good websites. Not only ChatGPT, I'm talking about like other AIs other than OpenAI's software. Like they're able to make like websites, web design, functional software. Now, the more complex stuff like software, it's not that good yet, but I think that like the basic programmers like web designers, UI UX designers, those things, they're already being replaced by AI. And it is something that is already here. It's set in stone. It's here to stay. And I think those types of skills, those lower level programming skills, are gonna be replaced. Now, on the other hand, I say no because there are really complex things that come with AI. Like I don't think that right now an AI could make like Google. Like they can't make that software yet. Maybe in the future, maybe not. But where I really say no is that AI is going to create further jobs in programming. Who's going to manage the AI? Who's going to create the AI? Who is going to look over what the AI is doing and studying the AI and the data that comes with the AI? So I think that AI won't replace all programmers. It may change the state of programmers. In addition, I think in the really near future, and I say no to all programmers being replaced, for the sole reason that like a tractor made a farmer's life easier, I think an AI will make a software and coder's life easier. For example, let's say a project at a company that took 20 software developers to create may now take 2 or 3 as a result of the AI. So I wouldn't really worry as much about it replacing all programmers. I do see a world where it could replace a lot of programmers, where it makes the lives of programmers easier, which as a result would require less programmers to make a specific project. I use the example of a farmer because it is so much the same. It's so similar. A farmer back then had to use an ox to farm. They had to use an ox. It was extremely slow and just very inconvenient. Then sometime in the future, the tractor was made. And I don't know when, I'm just saying. The tractor was made, and what took like 30 or 40 farmers to make in a month was now being able to be done in a day by one farmer. So you can see the similarities there and what I think would happen. Now, doomsday scenario is like all the programmers get replaced and AI is just like the best. But I do see a world, what's probably more likely is that we're managing that software where the software developers and coders are trained to manage AI and code with and code with the artificial intelligence itself. So don't worry. All you gotta do is just be a good programmer, increase your skills, learn more about how to use AI in your coding, be more efficient with your coding. I think the lazy people will get replaced. Like just based off my limited knowledge of programming, I think the lazier people will be replaced. I'm not saying web designers are lazier, but like that's a lower skill. But lazier people will be replaced, lazy coders, people that don't want to improve will be replaced. But I think if you're like really striving for something and you're actually improving every single day, then there's nothing to be worried about.